Hello, dear students. This is Neeraj Gaur from Mount Litra G School. This video is related to the lesson number 3, class 9th, types of software. In this lesson, we learn about the different type of softwares, classification of softwares, operating system, language processors, and utility softwares, application softwares, different type of virus, antivirus softwares, and how can we purchase from these softwares different type of apps, etc. In this lesson, we also knows about the term software, hardware, various type of software and their examples, relationship among hardware system software, application software and users of computer system, different ways of acquiring softwares, various steps involved in software development. Hardware refers to the physical devices of a computer system. This can be an electronic device, electrical device, as well as mechanical device. And also the electromechanical device is also called the hardware. All of you knows the software refers to as a collection of programs, and the program is a collection of sequence and instructions written in a language which is the programming language that can be understood by the computer, because the computer language is only in the binary format. A software package is a group of programs that solves a specific problem or a specific type of job, as like a office, tally, etc. In a computer system, the both hardware and software are necessary for a computers to do the useful job. They are complementary to each other. Without a hardware or without a software, you cannot work on the computer. Same hardware can be loaded with the different software to make a computer system perform different type of jobs. Normally, a hardware is a one-time expense, whereas software is continuing expense, and you should use to upgrade the softwares as well as the hardware to increase the memory, to increase the hard disk, etc. Upgrades refer to the renewing or changing components like increasing the main memory or hard disk capacities or adding speakers, modem, etc. Now, classification of softwares. Software are divided into two major categories. The first one is system software, second one is application software. And we can also say the system software categorized into the four sections. The first one is operating system, number two language processor, device driver and utilities. These are the four categories of system software. And application software also categorized into the three categories: general purpose application software, specific purpose application software, customized software. And general, specific and customized software are the category of application software. System software are designed to control the operation and extend the processing capability of computer system, whereas application software are designed to solve a specific problem or to do a specific job. System software as a set of programs designed to control and manage the operations of the computer hardware. The software allow application program to execute properly. There are several different types of system software. You need to recall this information in the exam. Operating system, library programs, translator, utility programs. System software is used to some of the functions performed to read data from the input devices, to transmit the processed information to the output device, to check the working order of all the peripheral devices which are connected to the computers. It is also convert data and instructions into the binary form that can easily be understood by the computer. Integrated set of programs that control the resources, the CPU, memory, keyboard, mouse, monitor, etc. of a computer system. It provides users with an interface, or it is also provide the virtual machine that is more convenient to use than the bare machine, that is more convenient to use than the bare machines. The two major primary objects of an operating system are making a computer system convenient to use, managing the resources of a computer system in a detailed manner. Computer being a machine cannot do anything on its own, and it requires instructions to perform each and every task, and these instructions are to be converted in a language which is machine understand. It means that is the user cannot communicate with the computer directly. Thus we require an interface between the user and the hardware. Operating system act like an interface between the hardware and the computers. Operating system act as a central coordinator between hardware and software, and according to the use, the operating system is classified into the GUI and CUI based character user interface and the graphic user interface. It also performs the different functions as like a processor management, allocating jobs to the processor, manage the processor, functionality of proper working of processor, memory management, sharing of internal memory among multiple applications program. It assigns memory to various programs whenever it required, and it also free the memory when it is not in use. Device management, controlling the input and output devices, file management, and operating system keep track of information regarding creation, deletion of files, error detection and security. It provides the security by being the password to prevent the misuse of computers, job scheduling, and the some popular operating system are the Windows, Linux, Macintosh. Device driver. The next one is device driver. Computer program that control a particular device that is connected to your computer. Devices are keyboard, printer, scanner, digital camera, external storage devices, and these are the special program which control the execution of a particular hardware devices. If you buy a printer, it may be come with a CD that will include the correct driver for to use the printer, and the CD you should install into your computer. then you can use the printer. The next one is translator. uh, I have a better example to understand the translator. In a real life example is that uh, when a Indian president knows the Hindi language and uh, he don't knows the Spanish language, if he want to uh, talk with the president of Spain, so they require a translator which is communicate one language to another language and vice versa. And after the translator job, the president of Spain and president of India can communicate with each other. We knows that human being language are different and the machine language is different. So a translator is a programming language processor that convert a computer program from one language to another. It takes a program written in source code and convert it into machine code. It discover and identify the error during the translation. There are three different type of translation as follows. First one is assembler, and assembly language is written in a mnemonics, and these are the codes converted to the machine language. The assembler convert the assembly language to the machine level code, means binary code. You can also say the low level language. The next one is interpreter. Just like a compiler and interpreter, both are convert the high level language to the low level language. But the compiler convert the complete program at once, while interpreter convert the high level language to the machine language line by line. This is the major difference. The last one, fourth category, is utility programs. Software that consist and assist operating system in carrying out certain specialized tasks are called utility software. Let us know some of the most popular utility softwares are the antivirus softwares. The full form of virus is that the vital information resource under siege. Vital information resource under siege. The full form of virus. A virus can be defined as a malicious program. Malicious means it looks like a provide the benefit to us, but it harm to the our computers, our information. It can produce the financial loss to the persons, and that affect itself to a host program and makes multiple copies of itself, slowing down the computing or destroying the system. A software that assists the operating system in providing virus-free environment to the user is called antivirus software. The antivirus scan the computer system for any virus, and it detect the get rid of it by the deleting or isolating it. Isolating means quarantine that virus, and it can detect many types of viruses like boot virus. It damages the booting process of computer, Trojan, worm, spyware, etc. When any external storage device like USB is attached to the system, antivirus software scan it and given an alert if a virus is detected. You can set up of your system for periodic scan or scan whenever you feel the need. A combination of both the techniques is advisable to keep your system virus free. The next one is the compression tools. Storage space is always at a premium in computer system, so operating system are always looking at ways to minimize amounting of storage space taken by the files. Compression tools are utilities that assist operating system in shortening files so that they take less space. After compression, files are stored in a different format called chipper text and cannot be read or edited directly. It need to be uncompressed before it can be accessed for further use. Some of other compression tools are WinRAR, WinZip, etc. I also discussed that utility in the classrooms. If you want to share a folder by attaching the email ID, so you should zip that program. Without zipping, you cannot send folder with attachment to the email ID. So remember it. Disk cleanup tools assist users in freeing up disk space. The software scan hard disk to find files that are no longer used and free up space by deleting them. Disk cleanup utility are stored in a accessories folder. So you should go to the system, go to the start menu, all programs, accessories, system tools, where we find that utility disk cleanup. All of we knows the files occupy the space into the computer and folder does not occupy any type of space in the computer, and the different type of files are arranged that folder. So file management tools are important functions of operating system, as all the data and instructions are stored in a computer. All instructions are stored in a computer in the form of files, and utility software provide regular file management tasks like browse, search, update, preview, creation of file, deletion of file, updation of file are called file management tools. Windows Explorer and Windows operating system are example of such tools. Different type of operating system create the different file system to storing the file on the secondary storage, as like a NTFS, FAT, CDFS. CDFS file system are on the CD, FAT and NTFS are on the secondary storage like a hard disk, pen drive, and the in a previous topic we have discussed the file compression. So we can also compress the drive as well as by using the these compression, NTFS compression, file allocation table compression methods. The next one is utility program is backup. Backup utility enable backing of the files, folder, database. Complete disk backup are taken so that data may be restored in case of data loss. Backup is a service provided by all operating system. In a stand-alone system, backup may be taken in the same different drive. In case of network system, backup may be done on backup servers. Backup can be also taken into the cloud storage as like a Google Drive, GeoCloud, DigiLocker are the cloud-based backup system, and you can also restore that files. Disk defragmentation. This is the next utility program. Disk defragment is a disk management utility that increase file access speeds by rearranging fragmented files on contiguous locations. Large files are broken down into fragments and may be stored in non-contiguous location if contiguous. Ones are not available when such files are accessed by the user. Access speed is slow due to the fragmentation. Disk defragmenter utility. Disk defragmenter utility scans the hard disk and tries to assemble file fragments so that they may be stored in contiguous locations. In other words, we can say that uh, the file management create of files on a continuous location of the system. File pointer searches the entire disk and find the sufficient amount to create that file. This is divided into so many fragmented. One file created, two file created, three file created. If the number file is deleted, the space remains there, and the next one file when we create as like a file number 4 we created, file number 5 we created, and so many. So there are in between of the space there are some many spaces are remains and that are not used. At this there are so many spaces are wasted on our hard disk. So file fragmentation, disk defragmentation, rearrange the files in the hard disk and provide the more space to create the file on the hard disk. The main utilization of that utility programs, disk defragmentation. This is the last topic of system software and types of software. The next one is the application software. What is the application software? Solve a specific problem or do a specific task. Program included in an application software package are called application program, and the programs and the programmers who prepare them are called application program. Example of application software are word processing, inventory management, tax returns, banking, tally, etc. Application software are also categorized into the 3 categories. The first one is general purpose, second one is special purpose, and the third one is customized software. The first one is general purpose softwares are like a word processing, PPT, desktop publishing, Corel Draw, spreadsheet, Excel, Access, database management, RDBMS, Oracle SQL, graphics, Paint, Tux Paint, communications, computer aided design, games. These software also called the general purpose softwares. The software is also called the self. You can buy it or the shop for download it online. The software is written for a wide audience and not for the features are used. The software is repetitively cheap and usually well tested. The next one is a special purpose software. A special purpose application software is a type of software created to execute one specific task. For example, movie editor, sound editor, photo editor, web page design and development, tax calculating system for accountants, computer aided design for graphic designer or architects. These specific software are used for the specific task. So these software are especially used by the specific users. And the next one is Bscope software. Bscope application software is tailor-made for a specific user and purpose. For example, a factory may require the software to run a robot to make cars. It is the only factory making that car is in the world, so the software required would have to be specially built for the task. Another example for the medical shop, they created the software for the specific purpose to maintain the medicines, record the maintenance, and what inventory they have consist, how many medicines are available, in the stores. So there are some advantages and disadvantages of B-scope softwares. Uh, at the end, logical system architecture, where we see the images, and this image shows that the outermost layer is the users. Users interact with the application software, and the application software interact with the system software, and the system software also provide the interface between the hardware and the application software. uh, this relationship among the hardware, system software, application software, and users offer the core computer system. How many ways for acquiring the software? The buying pre-written softwares, ordering customized software, developing customized software, downloading public domain softwares. Each of these ways of acquiring the software has its own advantage and limitations. They have the user certification. They have the distributions law for that softwares, license of that softwares. Developing a software and putting it into the complex process and the involving following steps. First of all, analyzing the problem at the hand and planning the program to solve the problem, coding of the program, creating the documentation of that programs. After the completion of the software development steps, testing, debugging, and after the creation of the testing, debugging, the software is ready to for the distribution and implementing the program. When the user says that there is a error, there is a some requirement to implement that in that software, so again the coders evaluate that softwares and maintaining the programs. And after the beta testing, the first testing was conducting in a software development company, and after the user requirement, there are the second coding. After the user requirement, the again the implementation of the code. This is the second time of testing coding, and first one alpha testing is the second one is the beta testing. After that, finalizing the software is ready to be sell out, and users can download it, take a CD from a public domain, and this is the final completion of the lesson. System software and types of software. Thank you for watching and listening in a one video of lesson number 3, class 9th.